Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and I'm back with another old school craft for you today. This is a nostalgic crochet doily, and it's very easy to make. It's a simple pattern, so let's get started. Okay, to begin this doily, we want to make a really tight little circle in the beginning. So I'm using what they call a magic loop or a slip loop to do that. What you want to do is loop the yarn over your fingers, bring this around and loop it through, and then you'll do a single crochet here first. And you want to keep that other end of the yarn attached. So go ahead and do a couple more chain stitches there. That'll give you 3. And then you're going to do double crochet around. The very first chain 3 that you did there, that is the first double crochet. That counts as the first double crochet. And then we want a total of 20. That's 4 of them so far. Now notice I'm keeping that end available inside the crochet. So we're going to do that real fast, get 20 of them around, and I'll show you how we're going to pull that together. Okay, I've counted it. We need one more. So let's pull that one more through. Then what we're going to do is pull this, the end that we left inside, we're going to pull that real tight so that it gives you a tight little circle. And then what we want to do is take that end and we're going to slip stitch it into the top of the first chain 3. Now we're going to chain 2 and we're going to go into the next space or the next stitch. Well, chain 3, I'm sorry, and then we're going to go into that next stitch with a half double crochet where you yarn out. Well, let me get it, and then we're going to chain 1. Then what we're going to do, yarn over, put the needle in, pull it through, yarn over, and pull through all 3, then chain 1. And we're going to continue this in each of the stitches all the way around. So you're going to have, again, 20 of the half double crochets with a chain 1 in between each stitch. So pull through, chain 1, and find the next stitch, pull it through, chain 1, and just continue on around until you have the entire circle filled. And again, if you want to double check yourself, you always want to count, make sure that you've got 20 on there. So I've double checked it. Now we're going to put in these last half double crochets here. Okay, now we're going to slip stitch into that first chain 1, then chain 3, skip the next stitch or the next chain 1 space and do a double crochet in the next one and a chain 1 in between. So what you're doing is you're going into every other chain 1 space and you're double crocheting and then a chain 1 in between. Now we're back around and we're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 that you started with, and we're going to slip stitch that in. And now we're ready to get started on the next round. So we're going to go ahead and chain 2, and then we're going to go right back in and do a double crochet in the same same space. Chain 1, then double crochet 2 more times in that same space. So we got 3, counting the chain that we started with, and then here we go, we've got a double crochet. So that is giving us 2 double crochets with a chain in between. Then what we're going to do is skip that next space, and we're going to do another double crochet here, do 1 more double crochet, and then chain 1. Then double crochet, all in that same space. And then we're not going to chain in between. We're going to skip a space and then go into the next one and do a double crochet. Double crochet twice, chain 1, double crochet twice, skip a space, double crochet 2, chain 1, double crochet 2. So we're going to go all the way around just like we've been doing. Get this, get all the way back around to the end, and you can kind of see how the pattern's starting to go here. Now we're at the last one. We've got that one space left in between. We're going to go ahead and do another double crochet, another double crochet, a chain 1, double crochet, double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch right in here where we first start, at the very bottom where we first started our round. Go ahead and slip stitch that in, okay? Now we're ready to get started on our last round. This is the fun part. All right, we're going to make a scallop. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and double crochet into the top of the chain 1 that we've just created. And then we're going to chain 1. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be putting 5 double crochets in this chain 1 space with a chain, with one chain in between each double crochet. All right, then you'll see we have this little V space here. We're going to slip stitch into it. This is the space between the ones we just did. And then we're going to go back into that top chain 1 space. We're going to do 4 double crochets with a chain 1 in between, and then we'll do the 5th double crochet and we'll slip stitch it into that V space in between, just like that. And you'll see it gives you a scalloped edge. So we're just going to go all the way around doing this. Once you finish here, we're going to have 10. So right now we've got 9, and we're going to go ahead and do the very last one. We've done the slip stitch in between. We're going to go in back into that chain 1 space with a double crochet, just like we're showing here. Chain 1, double crochet back into that space, chain 1, double crochet again, chain 1, double crochet. This is our 4th one, if I've not lost count. So we're going to chain 1 more time, and then we're going to do that 5th one into the space, and we're going to go ahead and apply it. We're going to do a slip stitch right in where we started, and we are around. And now you can be completely finished at this point if you would like. It's a beautiful little doily. I decided to take it a step further and put a little decorative edge on it. So let me just show you real quickly how we did that. We switched the yarn. I'm using some, I think this is called frosting yarn, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tie that in with what we've got going on right here. And the way I'm doing that is I'm just going to go ahead and pull it through, tighten it up, and then we're going to start our double crochet here. I mean, not double crochet, but a single crochet. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it right in that space where we started. Sometimes it takes a little bit of holding on there. We're going to, in each of those little chain 1 spaces, we're going to go ahead and put a single crochet, and then a chain 1 in between that. See, I'm trying to get this end where it's I'm pulling it through, so it's gonna, we won't have to weave it through in the end. Okay, then we're going to go in and do another single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Anyway, we're going to just go around, and we're going to go in and out all around the edges here with the single crochets. And what I did was I chained 1 on the ones that I felt like I needed to. Some of them, they were real tight, like when you get down into the peaks of them. I mean, not the, into the valleys, I guess, not the peaks. You don't really need to chain 1 in between, but you'll see how these just really turn out so cute with this little added effect. But you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But this is just a simple, again, single crochet around the edges of the doily, just to give it a little decorative edge. And it looks like a little coaster when you're done. So see, we're going to go ahead and cut this off, and we're going to go ahead and run those ends back through. I like to use a needle threader here, getting rid of all these loose pieces of yarn because we do not want them to unravel. So I'm going to tie this off first here, and then I'm going to run it into my needle. And I do use a needle threader. I know you see some people online, they're not using one. I don't know how long it takes them to get it to thread without raveling out. But this is just a quick and easy way to do it if you have a needle threader. Just pull it through, and you've got your needle there. So what I'm doing is I'm just running it back on the back side underneath some of the other area where the white yarn or the creamy colored yarn is. You just run it back through several times, and then you can cut it off. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, now we're going to do the same with that other piece. Go ahead and get it put back in a needle and run it through so that all of our raw edges are taken care of. And then when we turn it over, we have a beautiful little doily, and it looks so cute on the table. Let's take a look.